Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't made a video in a long time since the baby was born, and that was 6 months ago. But I just wanted to come on here today and talk and just have a really honest conversation about the way I've been feeling and why I haven't been making videos. I don't feel like I have to explain myself about why I've been gone, because who really cares? But just be honest with myself too about my feelings and quarantine, and you know, there's a lot going on in the world at the moment with all the protesting and riots and looting and you know, all that, and I just feel like I'm just carrying a lot. So I had the baby in December. Obviously you guys saw the video. If you haven't, go watch it. And I wanted to vlog, and I filmed like videos of the first 2 weeks with the baby. I think I edited it, I just never put it up. This being a new mom again has been very different this time around. I feel like with the first 2 kids, the older 2, it was a lot easier. I would say they were a lot easier. I don't feel like they weren't as demanding, or like, I don't know, it was just different. And maybe I'm just rusty as a mom, like I don't freaking know, but P is just giving me a run for my money. Like I am tired. I am, you know, I'm struggling mentally, I should say, because not, you know, physically, you know, I have help. It's just a lot different. And postpartum depression has definitely, that's the main thing that I want to talk about, is postpartum depression. And having postpartum depression, dealing with postpartum depression in quarantine has been really rough, like really rough. And side note, cut all my hair off. Yeah, that happened. Again, yeah, postpartum depression has really been rough for me. I had it before when I had my daughter. That was 11 years ago. I don't feel like I had postpartum depression with her. I think I had postpartum anxiety, and so I had a lot of anxiety with her. When they tried to put me on medication, and I was like, I'm not taking that, and then it kind of just went away, I guess. I don't know if it ever really goes away, or I don't know. Then I got PTSD after that because of different events, and I was diagnosed with depression because of certain events, and it was just, you know, a lot. So my mental health has been rough for about the past 11 years, because yeah, probably longer than that. I would say it started about 12 years ago, but anyway, that's besides the point. I mean, it's not besides the point, it is the point, but it's not the point that I'm trying to make today. Yeah, so postpartum depression this time, I feel like I had the baby blues after I had the baby. I was struggling with breastfeeding, feeling like I wasn't making enough milk. Then I had to give him formula because he was losing weight, and he had jaundice really bad. We had to take him to the hospital. Like, it was just a whole thing, and I was just stressed out, thinking that I wasn't making enough milk, I wasn't feeding my baby, he was hungry, and like it was a lot. And then he will not sleep in his crib at all, period. He's in bed with us, so co-sleeping now, and breastfeeding. I breastfeed on demand, so whenever, wherever, however, I gotta pop my boob out, and the kid is, you know, my first 2 kids were formula fed, so they weren't as, you know, it wasn't as demanding. It was totally different. The light might shift in here because I have the blinds open and the sun's like playing peekaboo with the clouds, so it's like getting bright and then dark. But yeah, breastfeeding is, I mean, we're 6 months strong, exclusively breastfed now, no more formula. But in the beginning it was a struggle, and then P was still going to work then, and I was here with the baby all day, and I was like depressed because I was just sitting here with the kid on my boob literally all day. It felt like he just wanted to nurse all day, and I couldn't get anything done. I couldn't clean, I couldn't cook, I couldn't even shower. Like, I was just like depressed. Like, I feel like I'm useless. I'm useless. I feel like I'm just a walking boob, and I was really struggling. I mean, obviously I don't have a problem with breastfeeding him, but I just, you know, I didn't expect to have him on my boob all day long, and for him to just always, I didn't expect that. I don't know what I expected. I don't know. I didn't breastfeed my first two, so I didn't know what it was like. It's my first time successfully breastfeeding, I'll say. I think I did it for a couple days with the first two, and I didn't. I tried a couple days. I didn't try hard enough, obviously, but you know. So the first time I went to my 6 weeks postpartum checkup, they did the little screening, asked me other questions about how am I feeling, whatever, and they said that I had mild depression, but I don't need medication because it's mild, whatever. She'll give me information to go talk to a therapist, or information that, you know, if I wanted it. And of course, I'm so airheaded. Like, I feel like I still have pregnancy brain, even though like it's 6 months later. And I walked straight out of the office and forgot it, but never even got it. So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't get that, whatever. So then I ended up going to my primary care doctor and getting a physical done, because I switched doctors, so I needed to do another physical. And they did a screening, and then it moved up to moderate depression, and then he wanted to prescribe me medication, but because I'm breastfeeding, he said that he doesn't recommend it because he doesn't know how the medication will affect breastfeeding, or if it'll come out of the milk or whatever. So they would set me up to go to therapy and talk to somebody. And then Miss Rona hit, so they were supposed to call me with my appointment for my first appointment, and then the stupid pandemic came, and now everything's canceled. So then I got stuck in quarantine, and I'm in the house with the kids all day and P all day, and you know, I was like struggling. Like, I don't feel like I have any time to myself. The only time that I get to myself all day, I will say all day, every day, the only time I get to myself is when I'm in the bathroom. When I go to the bathroom, half the time, because half the time someone else is knocking on the door. But when I'm in the shower, that's like my only me time, and that has to be like quick, because I'll try to take a shower when the baby's sleeping, and I'll be in the shower and I'll hear him like screaming when I'm in the shower, and I'm like, dang, I have to hurry up and get out. So it's like, I don't really have any me time. I can't go to the store. Well, going to the store now is like, you know, it gives me so much anxiety because everyone has to wear masks, and it's just this whole thing. But I noticed before, like right after I had the baby and I had to like leave the house after I was healed and I was able to drive, I would get like anxiety to leave. Like, I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to go anywhere. I felt like it was just, I would have all this anxiety, like, oh my god, what if the baby starts crying when I'm in public? What if people are looking at me? What if like, you just think all these things that are gonna go wrong with the baby, especially when I'm by myself, because obviously P was still working. So if I had to go to the store, go to appointments, and I had the baby, I was like, oh my gosh, well, should I bring a bottle? Or should I just put my boob out? Or should, like, it's just, there's just so many thoughts, and I literally would have like panic attacks when I left the house with the baby by myself, and I would be in the store, even for Christmas time, and I had went to go last minute shopping because I had the baby in December and I didn't buy anything. And I went Christmas shopping last minute, and I literally in the line at the store having a panic attack because the baby's here with my mom at the house, and I'm like just like panicking, like I need to get back. But like, I don't know. So postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression are things that I'm working on. When it comes to filming, like, I feel like I'll start filming vlogging mostly because I don't have time to do any sewing videos. I'll start vlogging like during the day, wake up, hey, vlogging, whatever, and then towards the evening I'm like so overwhelmed and so irritated, like irritable, and I don't want to vlog, I don't want to be on camera like that. I just it's a lot. And then trying to explain your anxiety and depression to people is kind of like explaining what it's like to be Black in America. Like, either you get it or you don't get it. It is, you know, it really, and I haven't been sleeping the past couple nights because of, well, I would say the past like week. My sleep has been awful. I've been up super late, like I just can't fall asleep. My brain is just going and going and going. I feel like I need to stay off social media because it's like depressing. It's just, it's so overwhelming. It's just draining, you know. You know, I'm all for the protesting and I'm for it 100%, but me and my mental capacity, like, it's a lot. It's really a lot, because I feel like I empathize so much with people in situations, and I internalize other people's feelings sometimes, and I just, you know, it's very heavy for me. I mean, I don't have trying to work through postpartum depression and not being social, not having your friends to turn to, not having, you know, a lot. I'm not gonna say I don't have anybody, because obviously I'm a man. I have my mom, my sister. Most of those are like FaceTime calls, but you know. You know, just not being social with like a lot of adults, like not going to work, and like it's hard. You have to, I was getting into the groove because I went back to work after my maternity leave in March. I went to work and I started on a Wednesday and went to work my very first day, and I was just so depressed about even going back to work and taking the baby to a babysitter and like someone that I don't know, and like I was freaking out. Like that made me even more depressed leading up to going back to work. Like I was just crying to pee all the time. Like I didn't want to take the baby, I didn't want to go to work, I was just, it was bad. And so I finally went to work. I finally found somebody to watch him. She's awesome. And then I went to work on a Wednesday. When I got to work, I dropped the baby off with the babysitter and literally cried dropping him off, and cried my whole way to work in the car, like sobbing, like boo-hooing, because I was just so like, I don't want to leave him. And he was crying, the baby was crying. Then I get to work, had to deal with some bullshit, and I literally worked for a week. I went to work Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday they put everyone on lockdown, so my job closed. So I went to work for a week, and then I've been home ever since. So I feel like it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because I was so depressed about going back to work and leaving the baby and not being with him, and because I feel like we totally should get more time off from maternity leave. The time that they give you new mothers is a joke. It really is a joke. I've been home and it's been awesome being with the older kids. Like a lot of moms are complaining like, oh, I gotta be home with my kids, but my kids, I don't have problems out of them. You know, they don't bother me anyways. They're usually playing their game or on YouTube watching AFMAO or something. But you know, they're fun. We have fun. So being home with my kids has always been a dream of mine, to just, you know, be home. Not to say that I'm living the dream, because I'm not, because obviously unemployment is not the business, but I feel like it was just like, it was God almost. Like I was so depressed about going to work and leaving the baby with somebody and whatever, and then all of a sudden all this happened, and then I'm back at home. So I literally went to work for 1 week, and then, you know, I mean, I'm just thinking positive out of this negative situation. I guess. But I really am trying to find some inspiration and inspiration, motivation to get out of this, I'm not gonna say dark place, what? I'm not gonna say dark place, but it's kind of a dark place to be in. Trying to, you know, be chipper and, you know, friendly and whatever when you're really struggling. Oh, I'm not gonna cry, we're not gonna do that. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm happy. I'm so grateful. My baby is everything. I don't have any thoughts about harming my child or anything, but if you do have any of those thoughts, you definitely need to talk to somebody. My best friend even was like, Keisha, postpartum depression is really serious. Like, I really need you to get help. And I'm like, I'm not that bad. It's not that bad. But you know, you just never know. But this new experience has been a lot for me. Very different, very overwhelming. I'm not gonna say he barely sleeps, but he literally takes like 10-minute cat naps throughout the day. So me getting shit done is just not a thing. Like, I can't. Like, he'll stay asleep as long as I have nothing to do, but I'll put him to sleep, and then as soon as I start doing something, he's up, which I'm surprised he's still sleeping now. He might even be wake up in a minute because I said that, because I just jinxed it. Like, I thought my baby was broken. Like, he just don't sleep. Like, I don't know. And he'll stay up and then fight and fight and fight and cry and cry and cry just because he's tired. Like, just go to sleep. I don't understand babies. I don't understand babies. If I had the opportunity to just drink milk, not milk because I don't really like milk in my life, but to just eat and sleep all day, I am there. Count me in. Where do I sign up? Like, babies are so strange. But it's just, you know, being creative is my outlet and how I cope, and, you know, how I release myself and release my self. I can't even talk. I haven't really had the chance to do that though, because I'm busy with little baby. But I think he's up. I haven't had a chance to do that. I try to sew and I try to, you know, do stuff, be creative, and he's just like, no ma'am, we're not doing that. I need attention. I'm hungry. Feed me now. So that's where all of my time is gone. I've recorded a couple of vlogs that I might put up. They're like all over the place because I'll start recording and then stop. I've recorded me getting my hair cut. I've recorded multiple things. I just, you know, I just feel like I don't have time to do anything. Yeah, I'm, you know, I don't even get dressed anymore. Every time I get dressed, I feel like I have to dress as if, I don't know, dress breastfeeding friendly, because I'm gonna have to pop my boob out at any moment. Half the clothes I can't fit because homegirl's over here thick or whatever. So I need to lose this baby weight. I need, like, my life is like a struggle right now, and I just needed to come vent about it on YouTube. But yeah, postpartum depression and quarantine have been, I don't know, it's been a struggle. Like, I've had days where I've just cried in the shower, because or when the baby's sitting here crying and I don't know what to do, I'm crying too, because we just crying together, because I don't know how to help you. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's hurting. You can't talk to me. We're just gonna cry together. That's what we do. I've been very hypersensitive. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make some more videos, show some crafts I've been doing, but I'm gonna cut this video off because I feel like I'm just rambling about nothing, but it's something but nothing at the same time. If you guys are moms, let me know your experience with postpartum depression, if you got it, if you know someone who had it, or, you know, I know that I'm not alone. It's just no one ever talks about it, and it just kind of sucks. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know what video it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to get it out sometime. I feel like I can't even be like all chipper in a video, just because I'm so just like blah, you know? Like, it's hard to like get on camera and be like, hey, when you're really like, you don't feel like that. So I can't fake it right now. I really can't. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz. And thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.